a wonderful day. I'm going to review our leadership and mental health platform for February 2024. And in February, with Let's Talk with Gullie, we had Dr. Susanna Wu Pong Calvert. And she had a very, very interesting story. Of course, she's a Chinese American, and her parents were born in communist China, but she was born here. And so she started telling her story how cultural influences can direct one's life and have such an impact. And so she was talking about the fact that they were only at that time allowed to, maybe she could become a doctor, a lawyer, or engineer, and which are good professions, but she didn't have many other options. And so, but she went on and got her doctorate degree in pharmaceutical sciences. And she, I think her last one was in VCU in Richmond, Virginia Commonwealth University. And at that time, she said she was the only one that had given up her tenure. Now, it takes a long time usually for one professor or teacher to get the tenure. She got it, but she gave it up because she wasn't happy in what she was doing, or not that greatly satisfied in what she was doing. So she went into leadership program at the school and taught leadership and teaching leadership. And when she said she did that, she found her calling, and which I thought it was really, really great. She found her calling, and sometimes we're going to have to change our path. Now, as I always say, we're all are leaders in one aspect or another, whether a good leader or a bad leader, but nevertheless a leader. Our leaders not always one who have to talk, but basically we talk, but the main thing is, what is your lifestyle saying? What kind of leader are we without really saying anything? Can people follow us? They're going to follow us anyway, good or bad. But are you that good leader that people can follow? And so she said when she gave her tenure after many, many years of doing what she was doing, she felt like she was going from riches to rags. And her title, I should have said it from the beginning, is the self-transcendent leadership, the imperative of our modern world. We have to look within inside to see what kind of leader we are and what kind of impact are we going to have on the world. So I encourage us to find out what kind of leader are we. Are we making a good impact or a negative impact? So I thank Dr. Susanna for bringing that information. Of course, I encourage you to come on our program. The first Thursday of each month is the leadership. Let's Talk with Gullie. And the third Thursday of the month is our New Horizon Mental Health Support Group. So I would encourage you to come on. Thank you for those who have supported as presenters, as the audience, and thank you for your prayers, your encouragement, your donations for us to, and your prayer donation, your monetary donations to help us continue to do what God has called us to do. Then also for February, I talked about in the New Horizon Mental Health Support Group, I talked about how one's mental health challenges can negatively and or positively affects one's finances. Now, we had a financial workshop last month, and I thank God for Sister Rolina Armstrong presenting that. But when we are mentally challenged, we can overdo things in the other aspect. See, our mental health challenges can negatively influence our finances. Our financing, especially lack of, can influence our mental health. So I would encourage us to get the help that we need. If you're going through mental health challenges, if you're trying to overspend to make you feel good, you already left behind. Now, not as if you don't have hope, we have hope in Christ Jesus. But also God has given us professional people, friends, family members to help us. See, a lot of time it's not that people want to overspend or be addicted to spending. They're really crying out for help. And so I really touched on that because I know what it can do to one. When you're mentally challenged, you seek hope in the wrong places. We can seek hope in those things that we should not do. Look like people when they're mentally health challenged, they'll go to gambling. They'll go do all these weird things or things that go overboard. So don't laugh at people if people are overspending, overeating, over this and over that. If you can, try to find out their story if you're able to, and sympathize and empathize, because as David says, one step between me and death. There's one step of us being up and us being down. One step. We all have some mental health challenges because we're made from dirt. Our parents begot us in sin because sin passed down. So we were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So I want to encourage us, seek help. Don't let your mental health challenges put you in debt, put you in prison, in jail, because we can do all different types of things to try to get the money. So I thank God for this platform, these platforms. Again, I would encourage you to check us out. If you would like to be a presenter in either one, Let's Talk with Gullie or New Horizon Mental Health Support Group, I would encourage you to contact us so we can bring you on. If you want to be in the audience, that's fine, but spread the word. So we thank you. Until the next time, remember this. Enjoy every moment of every day to the fullest intentionally. We'll see you next month.